What's up, everybody? It's Brandon LeCaren here, and today I want to talk to you guys about how do you start thinking about to even, quit your job and have passive income. Like, how much passive income do you need? And this is what I want to show you guys. This is something that we teach our students, and we show them exactly how to do this, like step by step. And I just want to kind of give some nuggets and some tidbits of how you guys could do this as well, even if you're not in our program. So essentially what the LID stands for is lifestyle, investment, and debt, right? So there's two major things that we don't realize how much it costs us in life. Anyone think of those? Give you a second. So number two is actually taxes. Most people don't think about how much money they pay in taxes. And in reality, you spend about 50% of your income in taxes. The second biggest thing is you don't know what you don't know, right? So what you don't know is actually what's stopping you from getting to the next level. And that's the same for all of us, whether it's me, you, or anyone, right? Elon Musk. So essentially, we need to figure out a way that we can learn faster and start implementing faster because that's going to help us on our journey. So jumping into it like lifestyle, and I'll just write on here. So lifestyle, that's like our housing, our transportation, food. What type of food do you want to eat? Do you want to eat at Whole Foods? Do you want a chef in your house every day? Vacations, right? How many vacations do you want? Do you want to take 3 vacations, 4 vacations, 5 vacations? I don't know. So, do you want a beach house? Do you want a ski house? Mountain house? Do you want, I don't know, a fancy boat, right? I know I want a yacht. Do you want a private jet? What about sports, right? What about kids' tuition? Right? These are all things that matter in our life, and they're just some of it, right? Like it's different from me to you, and honestly, like this is not mine, but it's like it's just an example to show you guys what you should be thinking about and why you should be thinking about it. Now, the next one is I think everyone should be thinking about it, and the reason for that is because they are the largest group of people right now that are declaring bankruptcy. And that's right, it's people over the age of 55. So, retirement age, they are declaring bankruptcy because they didn't put up when they had it, right? They didn't think, you know, summer all winter and winter all summer, right? So that's like essentially the biggest thing right now is adults like retirees are declaring bankruptcy. They're the largest group right now that are declaring bankruptcy in the United States. So parental care, right? And obviously you have college and stuff like that for kids, but parental care is a huge one because most people don't think about it, right? So you want to make sure that you're thinking about your parents or your in-laws, right? I know one of the things for me is like my dream is to buy my wife's parents a home because they took her in and in a time when they didn't really have to, right? So it's always good to think about these things, and this is how you start giving to people and helping people out, right? Because in here in your lifestyle you can say, you know what, I want to give to my church, I want to give to this school that I went to when I was younger, I want to give to a certain cause. These are all things that still fall under your lifestyle category. So for me in this example, like I used a $500,000, roughly $500,000 a year, right? And I think with $500,000 in this area, for now, you can take the vacations you want, drive the cars you want, live in the home that you want, right? So these are all things that are important to us and important to how we live. We feel comfortable. So with how do we translate this to the investments? What we do is with real estate, we assume a 10% rate of return with real estate. So what you want to do then is you want to take that $500,000. So I'm just going to put at 10%, right? And then we're going to do 500,000, right? And then we're going to times it by 0.1. right, for 10%. And the reason for that is because it's going to give us the amount of real estate that we need to purchase over a period of time. It doesn't mean that you have to go through and purchase this real estate right now, okay? So it's going to give us a number, 5 million, right? So you need $5 million in real estate at a 10% return to give you $500,000 a year. It does not sound like a lot. Like, honestly, it might sound like a lot to you, but it's really not, right? Because guess what? Real estate is not like stocks. It's not like, certain... It's really like trading options, the way I see it, right? So to control $5 million in real estate, you only need 20% of that. And that's if you're going to go out and buy it as an investment property. This doesn't include, like, if you're buying a primary residence and moving every 2 years or moving every single year. But it's something that you could do, right? So, you could save up and invest $1 million into this to get $5 million in real estate. So, times 20%, right? 1 million. That's how much you need to control $5 million in real estate right now. So if someone wanted to go out and buy a $5 million building and they need some money to put down, they just need 20% down, right? So that's one of the things why real estate is so cool, because on that $5 million, you're making money off of that $5 million. You're making money off of the growth of the $5 million, not the $1 million that you invested. For instance, if I wanted to go out today and buy in Tesla stock, and let's say Tesla stock, I don't know what it is, like $800 or something, right? So I'm going to go out and buy $800 in Tesla stock, one Tesla stock. I cannot control more than that $800 unless I'm trading options, right? And that's very complicated. But real estate is like trading option, but it's a safer option, right? Because then I can go out and spend, $800 and control like 80 Tesla stocks or something, right? So that's the cool thing about real estate, and that's one of the things why you need to think about it, because you're making money off of the $5 million, not the $1 million that you actively invested in that property or that thing. So $1 million, and you could invest that over the course of 10 years, right? So let's say you're getting ready for retirement, you got 10 years left or something, or you got 5 years left, whatever it might be, right? Most people have a lot more time than they think they do. You can invest that $1 million at $100,000 a year. And where do you get this money? Your HELOC, right? Like, I know it's hard to save $100,000 a year, but one of the ways that you could do this is using your HELOC, your home equity line of credit. And honestly, I said last week in a video or something that I think it's 71% of people have over 50% equity in their homes. So if you're not leveraging your current house, leveraging your current asset, you need to start thinking about a HELOC, because that's what's going to help you on this journey. Leverage what you have, right? So you could do that. And then the other thing too is this is in a like closed study, right? This doesn't include any growth that you're going to have on real estate. This doesn't include any sort of like bigger returns or other future development projects on that real estate. So if you buy smart, this $5 million could easily be $7 million in 10 years, right? Because we know real estate goes up at about 8% every single year in this area, in the DC area, and a lot of other areas too. Now, we said the second largest thing that people don't know is debt, right? You don't realize that you need to pay. The second largest thing, that people pay for that they don't know is debt, is really IRS, right? So IRS, Internal Revenue Service, right? So basically, I heard one time someone said individuals representing Satan, right? And with that, there's state taxes, there's our mortgage, right? And all this stuff adds up to be about 50%. By the time you get to the store and you buy, I don't know, a soda or something, or a bottle of water, you're paying 50% taxes on that money. And most people think like, well, my income bracket is 30% or 32% or 24%. Well, guess what? By the time you get to the store and you buy groceries, you buy gas, you buy your car, you pay your personal property taxes, you pay, property taxes, it all adds up to be about 50%. So that's one thing that people don't realize is that you need to think about, right? So So essentially, 50%, plus all this stuff, you need about, 300,000, right? Because that is going to give you this 500,000 is going to be plus, right, that money, right? So, and then what we do here is we do 500,000, so we do L plus I, and we divide it by 2. So we've got 500, sorry, plus 100, and we divide by 2, which gives us 300,000. And that's how we come up with that number. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's very complicated. Like I said, we teach this at a very in-depth level in our coaching program, and it's something that I wanted to show you guys because it's really helpful, and it can help you guys and your family know exactly where to go and where to start. Because I feel like, the biggest piece of advice I got when I started real estate investing is start with the end in mind, right? You want to start thinking about the future because you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And honestly, like, you don't want to think about the mistakes that you make now to sacrifice the future, right? Our time now here is really just laying up a sacrifice for the future, right? So every hour extra that you put in, every penny that you squeezed or whatever, it's a sacrifice. You're offering that on a sacrificing block for the future, for your future and your family's future. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, definitely hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe to the channel if you're not. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.